We've just navigated 3 away games. We won them all, scored 12 goals, conceded just two clean sheets. Looking back over that difficult period, have you been happy overall?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's always, you know, tough games going away from home, you know, against some good teams as well. You know, so not only have we, you know, got good wins, we've got good wins against good teams. You know, certainly, you know, the most recent one, Penabont away, that was a really a tough game. You know, it was always going to be. It had been tough previously. You know, there'd been 2 draws and a victory for ourselves. So no, it was very pleasing the way we played. In and out of possession, really done well. You know, to score 5 goals is a big one. But yeah, it's I'm really pleased with it. Bala, we didn't play so well. To half time 0-0. We weren't great. Second half were a lot better second half, and we controlled the game from start to finish at Bala. There wasn't any one threat first 5 minutes. I think George Newell went through and Connah made a good save. It might have been the first minute of the game, I think, and after that we were fully in control and possibly could have been more. But yeah, always, you know, Penabont's a tough place to go. Bala's a tough place to go. You know, we I'm not saying the games were far from easy, but we controlled both games.
And you mentioned tough games there. That's certainly the case this Saturday. We've already played Quay Nomads on 4 occasions. 3 of them have been draws. If you take the Nathaniel MG Cup to 90 minutes, we've had 1 victory. That's just been by the odd goal. So does that bode for another close encounter this time round?
Yeah, I think you think it would be. You know, I don't know. Or, you know, Quay and have got themselves second place. They've qualified for Europe, so they might come here and it might be more of an open game. You know, maybe both teams become a basketball game and go at it, you know, toe to toe, and see what the outcome is. You know, Quay, when we played them, being very defensive, dropped deep, got men behind the ball, and defended really well, really organised. You know, they've been organised for a long time. You know, the place was put in the place by Andy Morrison, really going back 5-6 years, has never been a nice place to go to. Kept a lot of clean sheets. So and then they've obviously got themselves into second place and qualified for Europe as well, and obviously confidence will be high. So yeah, it's going to be a good game no matter what. I'd imagine, you know, both teams won't want to get beat. You know, even though, like I just said, there's nothing on the game officially, but you know, certainly we don't want to be going into a week leading up to a cup final without a victory under our belt as the last game. So we'd be right up for the game.
They haven't scored as many goals as the New Saints in the league so far this season, but the goals conceded is very comparable. 16 in our favour, 19 for Quay Nomads. Under Morrison, as you've already referenced there, yourself, and now Neil Gibson. It seems to be a trait with the Nomads that they are very difficult to break down and score against. Yeah,
they are. You know, it speaks for themselves. You know, I think last year when I was there, we conceded 18 goals the whole of the season. You know, and there were very low figures with Andy as well. But I think Andy, well, I know he's done a lot of hard work towards that, building the foundations a lot with, you know, good players. You know, you look at George Horan. You know, George Horan he's 40-41 now, but what a fantastic player he's been in the league. You know, and in signing, you know, I signed Andy Firth, the goalkeeper, when I was there as well before I left. You know, Andy's a very good goalkeeper. Ollie Byrne was a very good goalkeeper before that. Lewis Brass, John Danby. You know, and you've got lots of players alongside them. You know, Danny Holmes of the world. You know, John Disney. You know, all them players along there. You know, they've been the club over 6-7 years has been built on clean sheets. So that is no surprise whatsoever. Got good players, good professionals, good staff, good organisation, and they will keep a lot of clean sheets. It's part of the DNA of Connah. But obviously, you know, we've seen that the problem for Connah has been scoring goals at the other end. Obviously, it doesn't help when Michael Wilde has a length of time injured as well. So, you know, look at Wilde, he's probably guaranteed you 15-20 goals a season for anyone at any point in his career. Obviously, he's had a lengthy spell out. So yeah, it's going to be a close game no matter what. You know, it's going to be a very close game.
And the fact that you were there quite recently and you know many of those players, you've worked with them, does that give the New Saints the edge perhaps, in the sense that you are very familiar with what they do and what they're about? I'm not really too sure. You know, we spoke about this on a previous interview that, you know, the
everyone knows everything about each team. You know, this will be the 5th time we play Connah's Quay. It'll be the 5th time next week we play Bala. You know, if you don't, you play each other probably every 4 or 5 weeks in some way, shape or form. So there's not a length of time goes by for someone to radically change their style or system or how they play or what the fundamentals they do. And also there's, obviously we'll talk about technology these days as well, there's an awful lot of footage of both teams, everyone in the league, you know, so you can go with no stone unturned. And there's a lot of familiarity with every team in the league, more so the ones you've played 5 times, and like I said, Connah's Quay with the 5th time we play them. So, you know, we know each other. I think it is very much going to be whoever plays best on the day. You know, I think that's the way it is, and the team that performs best on the day will be the team that wins the game.
And although it is the last league game for the New Saints, it's not the last game of the season, of course, with the Welsh Cup the following weekend. Yeah. Does that help, perhaps, in keeping the players focused, professional, and looking forward to both games?
Yeah, if it doesn't, it should do. So, you know, there's you know, no one can, no matter who you are, can, you know, just think you're going to turn up and get a place in the cup final. You've got to earn it. Obviously, that's earned over a period of time. You know, but if you're going to think you're going to have a week off, you know, leading up to it, then you might not be in the team. So yeah, the competition for places, we're getting everyone fit again. I'd imagine, I think everyone is fit. You know, I know that Adam Wilson was the last one on the physio table, and he's trained with us now for nearly 2 weeks. So he can play. You know, he's ready for match day. So yeah, it's obviously Ben Clark and Jordan Williams got minutes last week and the week before, so they're fully fit again. So yeah, it's a tough time, and you know, and I think at the end of the day, you know, players pick the team because they need to perform. If they perform in the training in the week and they perform in the previous games, then 9.5 times out of 10 you're going to play in the big games. So yes, it's a tough job for me. I've got to maybe make 1 or 2 big decisions, because it might be neck and neck with players' form and in what system we're going to play. But I think if you're giving everything you've got, training hard every day, and you're playing well in games, then you give yourself a really good opportunity to play in the big games, and it's up to them really.